Hello, everybody, and thanks for tuning into SCSN, where we are coming to you from inside the Solano College Gymnasium, where we have a good basketball matchup between Mendocino Eagles and your Solano Falcons. I'm Stosh Samoyed. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play, and I'm joined in the broadcast booth with my buddy, Brian Nelson. Brian, welcome to the booth.
Thank you. It's my first men's basketball game, coming off an exciting women's game where the Solano Lady Falcons won by 23 points. So let's hope the Solano men's team can do exactly the same.
You know, this is going to be a tough matchup. Once again, another rivalry game here. Last game was against Napa, and Solano came away with an overtime victory, a very good victory which they needed to, try to have a turning point in this season, try to turn things around and maybe make a playoff spot. But, this Mendocino team is very tough.
Yes. And Solano is coming off two very exciting wins. The previous game, they won 104-103. And Mendocino is coming off a 3-game losing streak. So it looks like a team of two different directions. So we'll see how this one plays out.
All right. It looks like we're just ready to get underway here inside the Falcons' nest, where we have Teron Morrison going up against Justice Thomas. And here we go, and the Falcons win the tip-off. Right into the hands of number 0, Daniel Badger. Daniel driving the lane, left hand, strong up to the rim, and it's good for 2.
That is an excellent sign for Solano to come up with a quick start, put the pressure on Mendocino to score now.
Solano playing some tough defense. Mendocino trying to get their offense working here in the early stages of this ball game. Working the ball well, wide open for 3, and he couldn't knock it down. Rebounded by number 35, Jacob Keys. Pushing up tempo, gets it to Badger. Badger strong up to the rim, nothing working there. No foul called. Tipped out, Ryan Sandy with the ball. Get to the Jacob Keys. Jacob drives the lane, stops. Gets Teron Morrison for the jumper, and it's good.
A quick start for Solano, up 4-0. Teron Morrison coming off a very serious eye injury suffered in the last game against Napa that we were very worried. Came back in the second half, was a big factor for Solano. Corey Duran with the overplay.
For 3, no good. Corey Duran with the rebound. Sandy with the ball. Keys driving the lane, and it is foul. Somebody to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Jacob Keys was matched up there with Justice Thomas, a big center, and he had his back to him. Jacob went right by him, went to drive to the hole, got fouled. Let's see if Jacob can put into for Solano. Interesting to see Jamari Moss not in the starting lineup. Instead, Daniel Badger starting in his place.
That is very interesting to see, especially because Jamari Moss has been pretty much a bright spot for this Solano team. And Keys sinks them both. And we have a timeout with 18:42 on the clock. Solano has come out strong with a quick 6-0 lead. And that's what Solano needs to do. They need to get out to a quick start and try to hang on to the lead and not commit turnovers. They are second in the Bay Valley Conference with turnovers, and that's really been killing them in these games.
Yes, definitely ball handling is an issue for Solano. They tend to turn the ball over, clearly.
Now, every game we've been seeing so far, this team has been making big strides and getting better each and every game, and that's something Coach Nagel has been emphasizing. Get better. Get better. Yeah,
consistency is really the issue here with Solano. It's not that they don't necessarily have the talent. They have plenty of athletic players, plenty of perimeter players. It's just getting a consistent effort from start to finish.
Not only that, they're lacking one big man, and Teron Morrison has been the lone big man. He's been a bright spot for him also. And Teron, with that injury last game and foul troubles the first couple games, he really can't get it going with foul trouble and injuries. So expect to see a big game out of him tonight. Chris Ketter. Oh, all alone, puts it up easy, 2.
Excellent bounce pass by Chris Ketter, Emmett Clark.
Corey Duran to Keys. Keys stops, kicks it out to Sandy. Sandy swings at the Badger. Badger to Morrison for 2, no good.
And Teron Morrison will get that shot all day because Justice Thomas doesn't look like he can guard Teron Morrison on the perimeter.
Oh, Good move by number 22, Chris Ketter, for the bucket.
Back-to-back buckets by Ketter.
Sandy cutting right, trying to go baseline. Nothing working there. Gets it to Keys. Keys trying to set up a play here. 22 on the shot. Keys drives the lane, kicks it to Morrison for 2. And Teron Morrison with the bucket. He has 4 points on the night.
Yes, Teron Morrison's a really athletic center playing against Justice Thomas, who, as you can see, is a big fellow.
You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Big Baby Davis in there, just a big body, and he's going to set some high-low screens, and he's going to use – look at that.
There's the mismatch on Daniel Badger, using his size to his advantage, a little shimmy.
He's got the strength and the weight to really work into him, and he's going to be a tough guy to stop. Oh, Badger, nice little spin move. Lets it up for Teron. Teron puts it up and good.
I think Solano's exploiting this matchup of Teron Morrison's athleticism.
Solano playing some good defense here. Looks like a little bit of man-to-man. Saquon with the ball. Kicks it to Justice. Justice looking around. Back to Saquon. 4-3. Oh, nope. Trying to get down low. Ketter up and in. He's going to get a foul call, and it's going to be on number 32, Corey Duran.
Looked like Mendocino had a wide open Emmett Clark. He was calling for the ball. Couldn't quite get there for the three-point opportunity. But Mendocino is at the line. Chris Ketter.
You know, that's something that Solano's been having trouble with is fouls. They have been giving up a lot of fouls and allowing their opponents to come to the free throw line and just get some free points. And it really hurts Solano because you get into foul trouble and your starters have to go out and you have to rely on your bench. But there are some role players on this bench like
Mo Hernandez. We know him well.
Yes, we do. We got a
former classmate.
Yep. Mo's a good guy.
Yes, he is.
Glad to see that he's getting some playing time because he had himself a good game a couple games ago.
He's got a little shooter sleeve on him, too.
Yes, he does. Oh, driving the lane, kicks it out to Badger. Badger goes up, and it's no good, but it's tipped and no good, and it's rebounded by Mendocino.
Good second effort by Badger. Couldn't quite tip it to himself. Let's see if Solano can make a stop here on defense.
Mo's running with Saquon. Kicks it to Chris Ketter. To Justice Thomas. Justice going to power through the lane here, and he picks up his dribble. Looking for an outlet pass. Good defense by Teron Morrison. Saquon resetting his offense. He's driving the lane. Nothing working there. Stop, jumps. Stolen away by Ryan Sandy.
Excellent defense by Solano.
And there is going to be a foul called, and it's going to go on number 1, Emmett Clark.
It seems like Mendocino really wants to play the pick and roll, but Solano is doing an excellent job of staying in front of the man or switching with the more athletic Teron Morrison, not allowing Mendocino to drive to the bucket, get easy points.
That's what you call good communication on the defensive end, and if you communicate, you can stop the pick and roll every time.
Absolutely.
Sandy now with the ball. Sandy driving with his left hand. He step back. Kicks it to Badger. Badger to Mo. Mo back to Sandy. Ryan crosses. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. He gets the shooter's bounce to go, and he gets the bucket.
Ryan Sandy for 2.
Mo playing tight defense on Clark. I'm sorry, Saquon. Gets it to Thomas. Thomas to Saquon. Mike Escobar. Down low to Thomas, and he gets it to go. Using the power to get to the rim.
Yes, once again, that switch with Teron Morrison pays off for Mendocino.
Sandy, and he gets fouled. It's going to send him to the line to shoot 2.
There, Solano switching on defense kind of backfired because now Justice Thomas, not Justice Robinson, can use his big body against a smaller guard.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice turnout here inside the Falcons' nest, and
hopefully they get another exciting game where their presence, their energy can really fuel Solano to get themselves a 3rd straight victory.
Checking in for Solano is number 22, Jamari Moss, and number 33, Tim Moore, the three-point specialist.
Yes, and then for Mendocino is Jermaine Hartsfield.
You know, it's surprising to see Jamari Moss sit the bench and having to come off the bench, but maybe that's something Coach Nagel likes to see in his lineups, and having Jamari come off the bench, maybe he'll give him a little sleeper and Mendocino won't play him so tough.
Well, I think Jamari Moss's athleticism will help on this defense with their strategy of switching on the pick and roll.
Between him and Teron Morris in that last game against Napa, they had at least 20 blocks between each other.
Absolutely.
Good defense by Sandy to get a hand on it.
They're really the defensive tone setters.
Jamari Moss with a hand on the pass there, tips that away. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Mo Hernandez playing good defense. No foul call. There was a block shot by Jamari Moss. Mo Hernandez picking it up tempo. He goes to the lane. It is blocked. Tim Moore with another block. Ronnie Sandy comes down with it. That was good defense by Jermaine Hatsfield for Mendocino. Tim Moore with the jumper, and he gets it to go for 2.
That's good composure by the Solano offense, not letting a couple blocks deter their offense. Good play by Tim Moore.
Checking in for the Falcons is number 55, Brandon Davis, and number 3, Donovan Smith. Donovan Smith hit a crucial three-pointer with a little under 30 seconds to go in that big victory against Napa.
That's that deep bench you're talking about.
Oh, Justice couldn't quite get his hands on it there, but he picks it back up. Kicks it to Saquon. Saquon dishes it over to Chris Ketter. Chris now with the ball, trying Jamari Moss defending. Down low to Thomas. Thomas just pushing his way to the rim, and he's going to get a foul call. It's going to send him to the line to shoot 2.
Triple team there. Couldn't quite stop Justice Thomas.
And the foul goes to number 33, Tim Moore, his first personal and second team foul on the night. Now, Thomas isn't the best free throw shooter on the team. He's only shooting about, let's see here, 11% from the line.
And for Solano, Corey Duran.
33%.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing him with a shooter sleeve anytime soon. No, he is definitely in there for his size and his rebounding ability.
Is this Mendocino team wearing some Converses out there?
Trying to make a little style statement.
PF Flyers, never go wrong. Smith with the ball now, kicks it back to Davis. Tim Moore open for the 3, and he nails it, and that's why we call him the 3-point specialist.
More of that.
We want more.
We want more. Hey, that's why he's double 3, right?
Exactly. Oh, and good defense by number 32, Corey Duran.
Forcing that turnover. If Solano can win the turnover battle, I think they have a good shot at winning this.
You know, so far, 7 minutes into the ball game, Solano's playing a fundamentally sound game, taking high percentage shots, playing good defense, good crisp passes. And what I like to see is on the offense, they're really moving. They're rotating very well. The past couple games we've been watching them, when they get down low, the shooters, Tim Moore is just feeling it right now.
On fire. 8 quick points off the bench.
Like we say, they have a deep bench, and you allow these role players to really get going. Imagine when your starters come back in, is everybody gelling together and cruise to victory. And number 21, Jermaine Hatsfield.
He's no one-way player, playing the defense too, Tim Moore.
Davis puts up the jumper, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Thomas. Flicks it off to Stacy Butler. Stacy Butler kicks it into the corner. Little floater tipped away by Jamari Moss, but it's rebounded by Mendocino. Mendocino trying to get the ball down low. Kicks out. Spin move, jumper. No. And they're going to call the foul on Jamari Moss. It's going to send Jermaine Hartsfield. Not like the Hatfields and McCoys.
No. He's got heart.
That's the third team foul. First personal for Jamari Moss. And he hits it. Hits the first one. Checking back in for your Falcons is number 4, Teron Morrison.
And in for Mendocino, number 33, Brent Rodell.
I think Coach Nagel has Jamari Moss coming off the bench to help relieve Teron Morrison. Because Teron with that injury and it's foul trouble the past couple games, he hasn't been able to get a lot of minutes, but...
Right. It seems like a lot of their depth on Solano is at the guard position with Brandon Davis, with Donovan Smith, with Tim Moore. Maybe not as much depth at the forward position.
Losing Caleb Bonds before the season even started, it was a big blow for Solano, who was hoping to have a really big year, and it came out to a slow start, and they're really coming on late and getting hot at the right time. Foul is called on number 23, Mike Escobedo. Escobedo?
Escobedo.
Escobedo.
Spanish with stosh. Espanol Mustache.
El Spanish or
Espanol.
Espanol El Stacho. Oh, good inbound pass to Donovan Smith for the easy bucket.
Mendocino falling asleep there. Donovan Smith moving without the ball, getting an easy bucket.
Stacy Butler calling out the play. Donovan Smith playing some tight D on him.
Okay.
Kicks it over to the corner. Mendocino trying to work the ball down low. They do. He goes up, and it's swatted away by number 33, Tim Moore. Tim Moore's just doing it all right now.
Absolutely. He is coming off the bench, providing a spark that's giving the Solano Falcons a 10-point lead early in this ball game. Oh, but you don't like to see that.
Right when we were
praising Tim Moore, get a foul off the ball.
And the foul is actually on 21, Jermaine
They just
Hartsfield.
corrected that to Tim Moore. It was on Jermaine Hartsfield.
I was just going by what the refs were saying.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Oh, good inbound pass to number 21, Jermaine Hartsfield. He gets the bucket.
That's another bucket by Hartsfield.
Donovan Smith driving the lane, and he gets it up with the floater, and it falls in for two.
With Smith and Moore providing 12 points off the bench, almost scoring as much as Mendocino.
And can't get it to go, and Corey Durant comes down with the rebound, pushing up tempo, gets it to Donovan Smith. Donovan pull-up jumper, and it's good for two.
Looking like Taylor Hamilton there with the little pull-up jumper.
Hey, maybe those two have been working out together, learning, teaching each other a little something.
Secrets of the trade.
Yes, that's
by
right.
point guards.
Oh, for a deep three, and it rims off the front. It's rebounded by Corey Duran. That's two back-to-back rebounds for Duran. Smith kicks to Moore. Moore over to Davis, downloaded to Morrison. Morrison driving, puts it up, and he's fouled. It's going to send him to the line to shoot two. This is what I like to see from this Solano team. They are playing Solano Falcon style of basketball.
Really, Teron Morrison calling for the ball. Not a lot of dribbling, not a lot of opportunities for Mendocino to collapse on the dribbler. Good crisp passing allows for easy opportunities on offense.
And he makes the first. Like the game against Merritt, they just fell short a little bit, and a couple other games, and Solano was missing Teron Morrison in those games, and they just couldn't find the right lineup to really pull themselves back in the game and try to compete. But, they never stopped competing. I shouldn't say that. They were competing as hard as they could, but they just couldn't quite get it going like they would want to.
Right. I think any squad coached by John Nagel is going to have heart, going to have fight, but with the absence of Teron Morrison, sometimes you just don't necessarily have the personnel to go with what you're going for.
Oh, he drives the lane. And that was number 5, Stacy Butler, and it's going to be a full timeout called by Solano. And now that we have a little break in the action with 10:06 left in the quarter and a half, your Falcons are up 29-17 over the Mendocino Eagles, and you are tuned in to SCSN, your home for Solano sports. Obviously, you must be watching our game either on YouTube from our Facebook page or Channel 27, the local cable access channel. We just want to say thank you. And
I'm very excited about Vacaville, too.
Vacaville
is going to be starting some of our programming. Very exciting news here at Solano. We're broadening our horizons to hockey.
Yes, we are. We're going to be calling a game on March 2nd at the Vacaville Ice Skating Center, where I think it's the Vacaville Jets, I believe, and little 9 and 10-year-old tykes. I'm excited to do that game.
I am too, with the energy of little 9-year-olds just hitting each other.
Oh, and just imagine. I was watching a Vine earlier. I was going through Vine, and I saw this hockey. This kid is 9 years old. He picks up the puck. It was a shootout. He picks up the puck from the ice, does a 360, and flings it into the goal. It was unbelievable. If
that happens on our broadcast, you can bet to see that all over the internet.
Yes, you will. Top 10 plays, maybe.
Maybe.
No. Let's see if we can get a top 10 play here tonight. Look for number 22, Jamari Massa, for that one. Jacob Keys to Donovan Smith for 3, and it's good.
Donovan Smith with 7 now.
That's something Coach Nagel probably drew up in the huddle over there, and they executed to perfectly.
Perfection.
Thank you. For 3, and it's good for number 23.
Mike Escobedo there again.
Thank you.
The Spanish. It's the Spanish, Tosh.
Keys drives in. Nothing working there. Kicks to Morrison. Morrison up top to Badger. Badger guts, spins. Teron Morrison from the free throw line, and nothing working there. And rebounded by Mendocino. Down by 12.
A little out of control there by number 5, Stacy Butler.
And they're going to call it carrying. And it's going to be turnover in favor of Solano.
You can see that he has a lot of speed. Got a little out of control there.
You know, as I've been watching Stacy Butler, he has a really high dribble when he's running fast, when he's driving down. So if he's driving the lane, just stick your hand out there and poke it and steal the ball away from him every time. Jacob Keys, Donovan Smith, thought about it. Nothing working there. Badger driving the lane now. Nothing working. Had to dump it off. Corey Duran with the floater, and he gets it to go for 2.
Great half-court offense by Solano. Daniel Badger coming off a back screen by Corey Duran. The Mendocino player goes with Badger, opens up Corey Duran one-on-one for 2. Corey Duran making a play again.
Good rotation by Solano's defense to cause that turnover, and Jacob Keys takes it himself all the way to the rim. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Justice Thomas for Mendocino. For a deep 3, and it's short. Rebounded by Jacob Keys.
You know, just because you're open doesn't mean you actually have to shoot it.
Oh. And there's going to be a blocking foul called on number 23, Mice Escobedo. Okay.
Maybe if he's Italian.
If I use, I am an Italian. There we go. Escobedo. Now I can remember.
Molto bene or something.
Ciao bella, ciao bella. Don't know that much Italian.
That is very evident.
Spaghetti, pizza, is that Italian?
Olive Garden.
El Spaghettio. Olive Garden.
Escobedo trying to make a play there with the deep 3, trying to draw the charge. Couldn't quite do it.
Up to Jamari Moss. Kicks it to Badger. Yep, I'm sorry. Number 22, Jamari Moss is now in the game. Keys driving, kicks it to Moss. Moss just throws it away there.
Miscommunication there by Corey Duran.
And it looked like Jay Polino. And sloppy offensive passing by this Mendocino team, but miraculously they keep coming up with it. And it looked to me like Thomas there was spinning and his pivot foot moved about 3 feet. And no call there, but good defense by Solano to counteract it. And Daniel Badger tries to do too much with a no-look pass, trying to get it to Jamari Moss, and they weren't on the same page.
Back-to-back miscommunications there by Solano.
And that's the reason why they're second in the league winning turnovers.
Jamari Moss on the previous play tried to dump it down into the post to Corey Duran. Corey Duran tried to cut to the basket. There, Daniel Badger thought Jamari Moss was going hard to the rim. Jamari Moss wasn't going as hard as Daniel Badger thought.
You know, I like the up-tempo play from the Falcons. That's what they like to run, but when they try to move the ball a little too fast, that's why they keep causing these turnovers. So if they just turn it back just a hair, and it's going to be a reach-in call. It's going to go on number 2, Ryan Sandy.
Definitely the up-and-down pace of Solano's offense has some benefits and some drawbacks. Turnovers might be one of those big drawbacks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Solano does have a 14-point lead, but they need to keep capitalizing every time they get the ball and put the ball in the bucket and stop the turnovers and play some tough D. I mean, that's the strategy for any basketball club, right? A foul called on Jacob Keys, and it's going to send number 11, Saquon. Oh, it's not a. Oh.
Saquon has one of the most unique last names we've ever seen. DeLauder. DeLauder. It looks like DeLaughter, folks. It's spelled exactly like DeLaughter.
I'm glad you're on the speech and debate team, Brian, because these are like $10 words right here. Oh, and there's a foul. It's going to send him in the line to shoot 2. Foul is called on number 35, Jacob Keys.
That's 2 straight fouls on Keys.
That's a second personal and 17th foul, and Mendocino's now in the bonus, as well as Solano.
Shooting 1 and 1.
Well, with 6:59 left here in the first half, the Solano Falcons are up 14 points, 34-20, and you're tuned in to SCSN, your home for Solano sports.
Checking in for Solano's Mo Hernandez and Kyle Osterstock.
Osterstock's first action of the game. And he splits them. Sandy with the ball now. Now let's see if Solano can come down here and answer. Oh, he gets his pocket pick there, but good hustle play by Sandy. And they're calling it jump ball. It's going to stay Eagles ball. But the good thing is the possession arrow goes in favor of Solano. So,
yeah, always look on the bright side. Glass half full kind of people we are.
Exactly. Optimistic, not pessimistic, right?
Yeah.
Hey, there's my $2 one.
There you go. A couple more, you could buy yourself a $5 footlong there.
$5 foot long. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
You can't just stop halfway through. Mendocino working the ball. Trying to drive the lane, and Jamari Moss is saying, nope, you can't come in on me. Trying to set a screen. Nothing working there. Mo, oh, good spin move, but good defense by Kyle Osterstock to knock it away. And he winds up picking up the loose ball, getting into Mo Hernandez. Great defense by the Solano Falcons.
Yes, Jamari Moss length really bothering Mendocino, and Kyle Osterstock's presence in the middle causing that turnover.
Coach Nago yelling. High pick here. Sandy driving with his left hand. There's going to be a foul call. It's going to send him to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. It looks like the foul call is going to go on number 22, Jermaine Hartsfield. Oh, I'm sorry, just number 2, Brandon Avant.
Now Ryan Sandy seems to be one of the key players for Solano. This will be his 3rd point of the game.
Ryan Sandy is really the motor for this offense.
We talked to Jamari Moss after the last game, and he said that Coach put Ryan Sandy with the ball, with the game on the line. Shows how much Nagel trusts Ryan Sandy in pressure situations.
He makes them both, yeah. And you know what? He made a great pass to Donovan Smith to tie the game, and then he had the ball. He could have made the game-tying shot, but he dishes it off to Jamari Moss, allowed him to drive, put up the layup, and get an and one, which unfortunately missed a free throw, but they won in extra time, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah. You kind of forget about the mistakes when you win an exciting game like that.
That was a good, strong move to the bucket by number 22, Chris Ketter from the Mendocino Eagles. Sandy kicked it to Mo. Good screen by Jamari Moss and open up Mo for the open shot, and Mo just skies it and just misses everything.
Yeah, Emmett Clark closed out well on Mo. A little off there.
Yeah, he heard some footsteps and rushed his shot just a tad bit. He jumped before he hit his peak.
Are we going to start talking about peaks?
And there's going to be a travel called in favor of Solano.
I want to talk about peaks and trajectory. I love that type of topics.
Yeah, you start talking there, you lose me, partner. Now, if you want to start talking about deep philosophical. Thank you. Thinking. I'm taking a class right now, philosophy class, and learn a lot about Aristotle and Plato and all those good guys.
Oh, Plato! I played with that as a kid.
Ooh, a cameraman got knocked in the face, and
wasn't one of our own, but for the newspaper, The Tempest. Shout out to The Tempest.
I thought he was Day of the Republic. He is The Tempest?
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually took an archery class with that gentleman.
You took an archery class
yes.
here. Do they still have that class here?
I believe so. I don't see the targets anymore, so maybe that is one of the classes that unfortunately got canceled, but I enjoyed it while I was there.
Saklon, the lottery with the ball now, and Saklon is showing some very good ball handling skills as he keeps juking around all these Solano defenders. Good jump move, gets to the bucket, up and under, and good for number 5, Stacy Butler.
He seems to be a Nate Robinson type of player with his energy, his size, and his scoring ability.
And a foul is called, and it's going to send Daniel Batcher to the line for a 1-on-1. You know, Stacy Butler, I've been watching him. He's a very aggressive player, and he has a scowl on his face. If you watch him attack, it just looks mean. He's hungry, you know. He's the type of guy you don't want to step in front of him because he's going to go right through you.
Well, if you look at him standing next to Jamari Moss, you see why he needs that kind of chip on his shoulder. He's not exactly the tallest man on the floor, so he has to use his heart, his hustle, to make an impact for Mendocino.
And he makes the first.
Coming from another small man. To survive in a big man's world, you gotta
work.
Gotta play dirty sometimes.
Twice as hard.
Yes.
Badger. And he makes them both. Checking in for your Solano Falcons is number 10, Hosea Barfield.
Looks like Solano's going to play a little full court press. Maybe not a press as much as a
man-to-man.
Yeah, man-to-man full court defense.
4-3, and that's off the marker. It goes off the hands of Teron Morrison. Oh, but it's going to stay Falcon ball. I was wrong.
Hey, if you're wrong and Solano gets the ball, it's all right with me.
We have a pretty good view up here, and the refs. Hey, I'm not. Nope, it was right.
They don't
refs are right.
Yes.
Refs, they don't get him wrong. Refs are right. The Falcons yelling out 2. They're setting up play number 2. Hosea driving the lane, dishes to Jamari. Jamari Donovan Smith for 3, and it's good.
That was a great improvisation. It looked like that pass was intended for Donovan Smith. Jamari Moss happened to be there.
And it's a good thing he drew the defenders off Donovan Smith to give him an open look. And it looks like Mendocino, every time they come down, they're trying to get into the hands of Mike Escobedo. Donovan Smith with a floater, couldn't get to go. He gets his own rebound, though. He can't get the pass off. Gets it to Sandy, who was running around up top. Dishes it to Jamari Moss, back to Smith. Smith down low to Teron Morrison. Teron, turnaround jumper's good.
Teron Morrison coming up big. He is the co-leading scorer with Tim Moore with 8.
Ooh. Good move and finish by Chris Ketter.
He now matches Tim Moore and Teron Morrison with 8 points in the game. Yeah, that's an interesting strategy by Mendocino. It looks like Mike Escobedo has some sort of injury on his hand. It's wrapped.
It's his non-shooting hand.
It's his non-shooting hand. Okay. Oh, okay.
Makes sense, yeah.
Oh, so much for that idea.
So, 43-27. Solano really hasn't been at this commanding of a lead in the first half all season.
I think they still need to put the pedal to the metal because even though they're at this 16-point lead, it's only good experience for them to play with a lead like this. We talked to Denisha Lundy after the women's game, and she talked about how sometimes she worries that they start to lose energy, they start to lose focus when they're up by 20, 30 points. And that's something that Solano necessarily hasn't had all season. So this is a good experience for Solano. Definitely on the winning side. They
got to keep the mentality as they're down by 10 points, or not 10, let's say down by 3 points, just to feel to keep them going.
Just a sense of urgency to make them play crisp, make them play
You don't want to become
efficient.
complacent.
Yes.
Do not want to become complacent.
Because that is the key to comebacks for the other team. Complacency.
Keep up the tempo, keep the throttle down, and never let up.
That's the Solano way.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
Sandy to Smith. Smith's having himself a pretty nice game. To Moss, to Hosea. Hosea driving the lane, cuts in, jump stop, gets tipped away, puts it back up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Great hustle play by Hosea Barfield. He was tripped. He keeps his dribble, dishes out to Donovan Smith in the corner for 3. And he did it. And it hit the top of the backboard, so they're going to call it out, but it went in.
It went in, ref.
Mendocino now controlling the ball. Oh, good strong move. Gets it, puts it up. No good. Rebounded. And there's a foul call. It's going to be on 22, Jamari Moss, and that was Jay Polion.
That was a good pump fake by Polion to get Moss up in the air.
Coach Nagel yelling at his team here and telling them you need to rotate and get that offensive glass and start crashing it and getting some offensive rebounds. They
executed their defense. They got the miss, but Mendocino was able to get an offensive rebound, get a second possession. That's not what you want up by 16.
And that's something the Solano women's team does very well. They lead the league in offensive and defensive rebounds. And that's the reason why they've been blowing out a team, and they're on a 13-game winning streak. You win the turnover battle, and you win the rebounds, you're going to win the game.
Absolutely. Extra possessions allow you to go through some of your mistakes on offense if you're not necessarily sharp, to give you extra possessions to score more points.
And he misses them both, so the foul didn't cost Solano. The score is 43-27.
Mendocino going to a zone look now,
which just could favor Solano. Duran to Smith. Smith to Barfield off the nice pick set by Duran. Wide open for three and count the bucket because it was good.
And you called it there, partner. The zone look might be what Solano needs to extend this lead to a 20-point lead.
And the foul is called on number 3, Donovan Smith.
Or a 19-point lead.
It's going to send Stacy Butler to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
Very aggressive.
2 shots,
Butler.
I am sorry. And it rims out, and he misses the first. Checking in for your Solano Falcons is number 1, Michael Tomaloso.
And in for Mendocino, number 33, Brent Rodell. We'll see if Mendocino stays in the zone look for very long. Coach Nagel already puts in one of the top 3-point shooters for Solano, Michael Tomaloso, into the game. We'll see if he gets a good look right off the bat.
Yeah, if they keep playing the zone and Solano keeps using their pick and rolls and getting their shooters open on the 3-point perimeter, this could be Barfield in the corner.
Won't be surprised if you see Tim Moore checking in anytime soon.
Michael Tomaloso kicks it back to Smith. Smith back to Mikey. To Tehran. To Smith. Barfield. Mikey in the corner. Thought about it. Nothing working there. Oh, almost tipped away. Barfield controls the ball. Gets it down low to Corey Duran. Corey Duran puts it up strong with the right hand and good for 2.
Corey Duran with a very strong move.
It's a 20-point deficit in favor of your Solano Falcons. Oh, and that was Stacy Butler trying to drive the rim, kick the pass out, and
playing out of control.
And he seems to be hurt, and it looks like he rolled his ankle there, and he seems to be okay. He's getting out off the court on his own 2 feet, so just might have rolled the ankle there.
Butler was just out of control there. I saw an excellent view. He pushed off there, didn't get caught because he was going so fast.
And if you look at the Mendocino bench, their coach is also their athletic trainer over there trying to stretch his team member out.
Hey, anything you can to win.
Tehran kicks it up to Smith. Oh, and he has it stolen away. Look at Michael Tomaloso come down and play some good defense.
Hearing some footsteps.
It causes pressure. He throws it all the way over to the corner. Hands up. No good. Rebounded by Corey Duran.
Not a wise decision by the Mendocino player.
Corey Duran looks like a madman down low grabbing all these rebounds. Playing with like a little fire under the booty today.
He didn't start against Napa.
Oh, Michael Tomaloso wide open for 3, and it's good.
That's what Michael Tomaloso does, folks. He shoots. He scores.
51-28, 22 seconds left in the game clock. Oh, backdoor cut there. Mendocino puts it up, no good. Corey Duran with the block there.
He is playing with a lot of energy. Like I was saying, he did not start against Napa. Maybe that put a chip on his shoulder to play well in the minutes that he does have. He's starting tonight, and he's making the best of his opportunity.
16 seconds now. Mendocino can wind down the shot clock, but nope, they don't. They drive the rim, and they get it to go for 2. And so that was Chris Ketter with the bucket. And Solano now with 5 seconds. Smith kicks it to Barfield. Barfield throws it up, and it doesn't go. And that is the end of the first half with your Solano Falcons up big, 51-28 over the opposing Mendocino Eagles. Brian, what do you take from the first half?
I take away a very strong, solid performance by Solano. Not a lot of turnovers. They had a lot of offensive efficiency, scoring 51 points in the first half, halfway there to 100. And they had cashed in their opportunities from 3-point range. Donovan Smith came in, hit a 3. Tim Moore hit a big 3s. And now they're up by 20.
You know, that's probably the best first half of basketball I have seen this team play. From out of the gate, they've just been on fire and had the lead early, went up on a 6-0 run, and hasn't looked back since. And it's a 21-point deficit now. And what more can you say about the Solano team?
Mendocino tried to call an early timeout to stop their early momentum of a 6-0 run, but it didn't work. Solano took that opportunity to have Coach Nagel talk to his guys, instill more confidence in them, and they really took off.
You know, well, after these commercial break, we'll be back with some exciting second half action here on SCSN, your home for Solano sports.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university caliber education.
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible. I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
Getting to the information I truly have a passion for.
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
And made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
Hello, I'm Catherine. I'm from Colombia.
My name is Rama. I'm from Syria.
My name is Sandy. I am from China.
My name is Pat. I'm from Peru.
My name is Anna and I'm from Mexico.
Hi, my name is Huy Nguyen. I'm from Vietnam. I'm designed to come to Solano College because I want to improve my English.
At Solano Community College, the ESL program has students from around the world.
Students get instructions in speaking, writing, and reading grammar and vocabulary.
You can improve your English and get a better job or a promotion or transfer to a university.
In ESL Lab, students work with a teacher one-on-one and practice pronunciation, listening, conversation, and note-taking. You can improve your English and get a better job and a promotion or transfer to a university.
It is a great program. I feel more comfortable.
I'm able to speak English more.
None of my classmates is such a great experience for me.
I can move to take some classes with a native speaker here.
I don't need anybody to translate me.
Be part of our great program.
Start your dream.
Change your life. You'll never know what can get do until you try.
Join us!
Ball game for you going so far between the Mendocino Eagles and your Solano Falcons, with the Falcons up 51-30. We are just starting the second half, and here we go, folks. Ryan Sandy kicks it over to Badger. Badger kicks it out to Duran. Keys. So Morrison tries to float it, and he just totally short arms it there, and it's an error ball.
There's an example of guiding the ball instead of shooting the ball. Pull the string short.
And a foul is called on number 35, Jacob Keys. That's the first foul of the second half.
Third personal foul for Jacob.
Fourth personal for
Fourth.
Jacob Keys.
Ooh.
That's not good for the Solano Falcons for their point guard. They already have 4 fouls. Maybe that's why he sat out a lot of the first half, and it's stolen away by the Falcons. Up to Teron Morrison. What are we going to see here? He jams it home.
Teron
force.
Throwing down the hammer.
You knew that one was coming.
Yeah. You can see it developing perfectly. Corduran with an excellent outlet pass, leading Teron perfectly to set up that dunk.
You know, Solano played an excellent first half, Brian. What do you think they should continue on this second half?
Just keep up with their pace on offense. It seems like Solano is playing very comfortably in their offensive set, scoring 51 points. That's not something we see too regularly from the Solano Falcons. If they can keep this pace up.
Stolen away by Corey Duran. Corey stops. He's going to set up the offense. Dishes at the Badger, and here we go. Badger cutting left. Sandy open for 3. And in and out it goes.
Thought Mendocino was going to pay, but Delauder laying off Ryan Sandy, giving him too much space. And just rimmed out.
Little side spin there.
That was 80% good.
Mendocino trying to get something working here, trying to cut this 23-point deficit down to Solano's just swarming right now.
Thought Badger poked that away.
Oh, good ball movement by Mendocino. And it's tipped just as Thomas goes up, and he gets fouled, and he just kind of threw that one up there. He didn't even get off his feet.
Yeah. Emmett Clark's curious decision. He had a wide open 3, decided to drive the lane, but Justice picked up the ball, just kind of threw it at the rim, trusted that he was going to get fouled. That's exactly what happened.
He's going to send him a line to shoot 2, and he's not the best free throw shooter. And
Hey, it's not the worst strategy.
This doesn't look good for Solano. Teron Morrison is limping on his left leg. He seems to be in a lot of pain.
Oh, that is not good.
Hopefully it's just a cramp, something the trainers over there from the great Solano Sports Medicine crew can.
Solano crowd showing their support for Morrison, giving a round of applause.
And Teron doesn't want to come out of the game.
He's a tough
he
guy.
He says he's good. He must have got a Charlie horse on that last foul. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, Justice Thomas is a big man. Perhaps he got a little knee-to-knee. Be a big bruiser tomorrow, but I think Teron will be fine.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tough guy. He came back from a scratched cornea at halftime.
And had a huge he was a big part of
It's not like he was just who was the New York Knick that came back? Willis Reed, who scored 4 points and just was inspirational. No, he came up with big blocks down the stop, stopping the Napa offense with some huge blocks, turning the tide for Solano.
And he makes it. Makes them both. And it's a 53-32 ball game.
Looks for Jamari Moss to possibly get the ball. Mashed up on Justice.
Give it to Sandy. Brandon Davis checked into the game. Along with Jamari Moss, with Teron Morrison going out. Sandy trying to drive the lane. He floats one up there. Couldn't get it to go. No foul call there. But Sandy, great hustle play for the steal. And he makes up for the miss, and he adds 2 more to the team's score.
Did not give up there. Looked like he was going to go down the court, but peel back at the last second, cut that ball off.
Stolen away by Brandon Davis. Over to Duran. Duran's just going to slow it down here and kick it up to his point guard.
Smart strategy.
Sandy spinning, driving the lane, and they call a foul there.
I know we don't have instant replay, but that looked like exactly the same strategy by Ryan Sandy, this time drawing the foul. It was a smart play by Corey Duran, pulling the ball out. Up 23, it's not a bad strategy to slow down, get the best shot possible, execute your half-court set to get the points, not force something on the transition.
Sandy's a little short there, misses the first, and checking in for your Solano Falcons is number 3, Donovan Smith, who's having himself a pretty good game.
Yes, he is. One of the key cogs off the bench, scoring 7 in the first half. Really stepping up because Jacob Keys was in foul trouble with 3 for most of the first half.
And Sandy misses them both, but it's rebounded by Duran, and Duran's trying to go up, and then they're going to call a jump ball, but it's going to stay. Oh, no, it's going to be Mendocino ball. And Coach Nagel is not very happy about that call.
No, he wanted a foul definitely on Corey Duran.
And he is definitely letting the refs hear it right now. But you can't be mad at a coach standing up for his players.
No.
Pull-up jumper, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ryan Sandy.
Pushing the ball.
Sandy to Smith. Smith over to Davis, and Davis puts it up and good, and that was all in the air.
That is perfect textbook passing by the Solano men's offense. Not dribbling it down the court, passing it.
Never touched the ground once. Not even the players. Both players were in midair when they caught for 3. And he makes it. That's number 23, Mike Escobedo.
Escobedo,
that seems to be a shot. If you watch him, he just hangs out in three-point land. Donovan Smith trying to answer, no good. Mendocino trying to drive the hole here. No foul called. Rebounded by Duran. Kicks it up to Sandy on another transition offense. Oh, and that is a flagrant foul.
Ooh, that is a big man fouling
Justice Thomas. I mean, I don't even think put a hand on. I think it was just a belly bump.
Yeah, that was a sumo move from my Japanese heritage. That looked very familiar. Hey, it was effective, though. He didn't allow the three-point opportunity for Sandy.
And he makes it first.
Sandy has excellent body control, as you can see in a lot of his drives, hanging up there. So, smart play by Justice.
It is very quiet in this gymnasium. After halftime, a lot of people head out of here, and it is a Wednesday, and it's late in the evening, about 8:30 here, and some people have homework to do and whatnot.
Yeah,
so,
but
still, we got quite a...
The people who are sticking around are going to see an excellent second half of basketball.
And he makes them both. Checking in for the Falcons, number 33, Tim Moore.
And he was really the key to getting this huge lead. Solano started off with a 6-point lead, 6-0, but Tim Moore came in, hit a couple big threes, made a defensive stop, really turned the tide in Solano's favor.
You know, Solano has been in the command most of this game, actually all the game.
Yeah, I don't think they've been down at any point this.
Little mismatch down low. They kick it back out for 3, and it's no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Brandon Davis. Davis kicks it to Smith. Smith driving. Stops. Gets it down low to Teron Morrison. Turnaround jumper. Can't get it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up, and it's no good, and he's fouled. He's going to go to charity stripe to shoot 2.
Teron is one tough guy up there in the middle. Not letting that minor knee injury hamper him in any sort of way. Going up strong, drawing the foul.
Teron to shoot 2.
Smart play by Donovan. Tim Moore looked like he was open for a split second for 3. Decided to dish it down on Teron, see if he can get something going inside.
And he makes the first. Yeah, but the reason why I was touching on this kind of quiet in here, and we can hear ourselves over the intercom down below. And Teron misses the second, but he splits the pair.
Our soothing voice of Stosh Samoida.
Late night. Mendocino trying to answer here, and he does.
Driving right past Brandon Davis. It looked like not a lot of energy there by Brandon Davis. Maybe being up 23 is affecting Solano.
Davis to Smith, up and under, and couldn't get it to go. And, you know, there possibly could have been a goaltending call there, but no goaltending call. And Mendocino working the ball very well. They're driving the lane for some easy buckets. You know, 39-60. Mendocino's getting a little momentum shift right now, and Solano really needs to put a bucket up here and really kill this run that Mendocino's having.
Yeah, Coach Nickel isn't exactly worried, but he can't be pleased with this little spurt by Mendocino.
Spin move from Jamari Moss, trying to finish. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. You know, even if you're up this big, you don't want the other team to start getting hot. There's 15 minutes left in this game clock, and I have seen crazier comebacks than this.
Yes. You definitely don't want to give the team any momentum whatsoever. That's what we talked about in the first half when they were up by 15. So far, they extended the lead to 24 to 25. Now it's 22. So let's hope Solano can keep up the energy, keep up the pace, not let Mendocino back in this game.
And he makes a both from Jamari Moss. You know, maybe after he missed that free throw, that could have won the game against Napa, but they did wind up winning in overtime. Maybe he went to the free throw line after the game and shot about 100 of them in practice because he made both of them there. He's looking good. Donovan Smith with the steal. Oh! Donovan Smith with the jam.
Rising up.
I didn't think he had it in him. For 3 in this Mendocino answer.
Woo! Escobedo answering with the 3, but, man, Donovan Smith just kept going up and up. He was soaring like a falcon.
Yes, he was. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
2 eagles, you know, 2 birds going on.
It's a battle of the sky.
Caw-caw.
Davis. And he's going to get called for a carry. Can't do that.
No, you cannot.
You can get away with kind of on the side, but as soon as you go under and lift it back over, you're done for.
Yeah, that's something refs definitely attach their eyes to.
Oh, Donovan Smith with another steal. He's got Eagles closing in fast, and there's going to be a foul. Oh, it's all ball, and it's going to stay Falcons ball.
Good play by number 11, Saquon DeLauder, knocking the ball off Smith's knee, but they did not want to get dunked on 2 possessions in a row.
See, right there, if I'm Donovan Smith, I'm tucking the ball in as hard as I can. I know I'm going to get fouled, and they're going to be hacking at me. Donovan Smith up top by himself. Nope, he's not going to take it.
Thought about it.
He's going to be smart and let the clock wind down a little bit, and they have the lead, and kicks it over to Brandon Davis, driving baseline. He tries to go up, and it's tipped away. And it's going to stay Solano ball.
They said number 22, Chris Ketter, stepped out of bounds before he saved it. But it looks like Mendocino's going back to that soft zone, Stosh, and I don't know if that's exactly the best strategy. Solano ballooned their lead from the teens into the 20s using this exact strategy. Didn't seem to work out with Tim Moore, Donovan Smith in the game.
Well, Solano's taking advantage. Been driving baseline, driving the lane, and Mendocino hasn't been able to slow that down, so they're trying to stop that. And turnaround jumper for Teron, and he can't get it to go. Tip back up, and it's nope. Tip back out. Jamari Moss with the rebound. No, put back up. No. And it's rebounded by Mendocino. Little Euro step move, couldn't finish. Pop back up, and it's just a tip drill down on the other end, and they finally put the bucket in for 2. 64-44.
After about 10 attempts in 2 seconds, finally somebody scores.
Yeah, you know, if Mendocino keeps up with the zone, it's going to allow Solano to open up some shots from the three-point range, but also gives them time to kill some clock on the perimeter. Tim Moore up and under for the beautiful finish and one.
Tim Moore, first player in Solano in double digits with 10. Going for his 11.
Hey, you know what? These guys are showing what they can really do right now.
Yeah.
They're busting out all the moves.
Who says Tim Moore's just a shooter?
That was a beautiful up and under move.
Yeah.
And he converts the three-point play to push this lead to a 23-point deficit.
Really like Tim Moore's game. You can see on that last possession before with all the rebounding, Tim Moore was spotted up for three, saw the shot go up, immediately went to crash for the board.
Good defense by Solano. They're trying to cut baseline, dipped it out into the lane, and he puts it in for two. That was number 21, Jermaine Hartsfield. Donovan Smith with the ball. Jacob Keys out with foul trouble, so they're relying on Smith and Davis to take some of the load. Kicks it to Tehran in the corner, back up to Davis, swings it over to Moore. Moore to Smith in the corner. He thought about it, pump fakes. Moore to Smith. Smith for a deep three, and he's no good. Rebounded by Moore. Kicks it back up to Davis. What a hustle play by number 33, Tim Moore.
That's what I was talking about. You see Donovan Smith go up for the three, crashes the boards instead of standing there being complacent. Excellent play by Tim Moore.
And they reset the shot clock and kill some more time off here. And Tim Moore spins, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, and nothing but the bottom of the net. You can count it.
Tim Moore is going off today.
And Teron Morrison and Jamari Moss both hit the floor there, and no foul, no harms, no foul. They're up good, and just a little cross up there. Mendocino trying to answer.
Stacey Butler with the ball. We all know what happens when Stacey Butler has the ball.
He drives the lane.
He drives and he shoots.
Exactly. He drives and he passes. And the foul is going to be called on Teron Morrison for a block in the back. That's his first personal. You know what? I'm glad to see that. Teron, having foul trouble most of the season, comes in this game. He doesn't pick up his first foul to 11:49 in the second half.
Very smart, because having Jamari Moss come off the bench, Teron Morrison is very important to this team. Having him play as many minutes as he can and not being limited by fouls is the key to success for Solano.
Checking in for Solano is number 44, Kyle Osterstock, and number 10, Hosea Barfield, along with number 0, Daniel Badger. Mendocino to inbound the pass here, and Solano playing some good defense, and they try to float it up there, and it's no good, and it's stuck.
It is stuck.
A jump ball, and it's going to be Solano ball.
Of course, Donovan Smith skies up there to get the ball. Who else would? So Solano having basically a whole new five out there. Tim Moore, Brennan.
No Teron Morrison, no Jamari Moss. We got a little bit of a smaller feel here, but Barfield almost gets his pocket pick there. Looking around, can't find any help. Tries to get it down low, throws it away.
Held the ball in a little too long. Has some chances to pass it.
He didn't see that he had Osterstock behind him wide open.
Yeah. And even if he wasn't going to shoot it, he would probably pass it. Ooh.
And there was a big old slap there. No foul called. And
Mendocino's coach is shocked.
I think that was a makeup call for the call that they had down here that Solano didn't get. Badger driving the lane. He can't get it to go. Mendocino with the turnaround here. 4-3, and that's way short. Rebounded by Donovan Smith. Stacey Butler playing some good D. Barfield to Donovan. Donovan going up. Floater. Gets it to go for two.
There's Donovan Smith again making his impact on the game. Stacey Butler with a very aggressive play, trying to steal the ball in the backcourt. Smith makes him pay.
Butler drives. He floats it up there. No good, but it's tipped back by number 22, Chris Kettler.
Ketter is really having the best game for Mendocino, leading them with 12 points.
Well, 10:26 left here in the first half. Time for a little station identification. You're tuned in to SCSN, your home for Falcon Sports. And I'm Stash Moida, my broadcast partner, Brian Nelson. We want to say thank you for tuning in and putting up with us. And hopefully you guys are enjoying our broadcast here. And we've got a lopsided game here with Solano up by 21 over the visiting Mendocino Eagles. And I want to give a shout out to our whole crew, man. We got some new people on cameras, and Mike and Chelsea down there on the board doing an excellent job. We got
good old reliable Mike and Chelsea.
Denzel on camera. We have Professor Poff on camera, and doing some good work over there.
Earlier, Andrew. I think Bernie's over there, too.
Yeah, Bernie's over there on camera number 2, and they're doing an excellent job. And Poff's running back to the big camera right now.
Man of many hats, Greg Poff.
Duran with the ball now. Duran looking to do it. He's driving. Puts it up. No foul called. He tips it out. Barfield with the rebound. And him and Duran were fighting over it. And there's going to be a foul called on number 22, Chris Ketter.
Smart play by Hosea. Dribbling the ball out, not forcing anything down low.
That's the 6th team foul for Mendocino in the second half. And one away from the bonus.
It's good to see that Solano only has 3 fouls 10 minutes into the second half. That means they're playing within themselves. They're not over-aggressive. They're playing the perfect pace for Solano basketball.
Exactly, you know, but they are up 21, so they can, once the other team, Mendocino, starts driving the lane, they don't have to worry. Timeout called by Solano, so, you know, Solano can allow them to drive the lane, don't draw the foul. If they're going to make it, they're going to make it. You know, you can get, as long as you get those 2 points back. And
exactly. But you don't want to be in the bonus and give them free opportunities for maybe questionable calls or ticky-tack little bumps. You don't want to give them points because of those type of fouls.
Exactly. Keep them off the charity stripe, and Solano we will win. Flat out.
Yeah.
They've been fouling too much this year, and they're doing. And it looks like Coach is having a word with the refs over here.
Yeah, maybe one of the assistants instead of Coach Nagel.
Well, he is laughing, so he must be talking about the Super Bowl and the blowout. It's pretty sad when a Super Bowl, most people talk about the halftime show than the actual game.
I took a nap.
Really?
Yes.
During halftime?
During the whole thing.
Didn't miss much.
I didn't.
Hey.
I turned on the TV. It was 29-0, and I went back to sleep.
I will say, Bruno Mars killed it. I'm not a Bruno Mars fan, but he killed it with Red Hot Chili Peppers coming out, and they rocked the house. Even though the Red Hot Chili Peppers played air guitar through the whole thing, they weren't plugged in, but the vocals were good. Sandy. Osterstock. One dribble up, and he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Excellent ball movement by the Falcons. You know what we're missing here, Brian? A mascot. Where's the mascot at?
I think a Solano Falcon is very necessary, and I like to nominate our very own Chelsea Williams for that job. She has a lot of energy. She has a lot of pep. She could definitely be the perfect mascot for Solano. Bring some energy into this crowd.
Frida the Falcon.
Frida the Falcon.
Like freedom. Hosea Barfield goes up, gets it blocked.
See what you did there.
Badger kicks it over to Sandy. Sandy driving the lane. He trips and he falls, but Duran gets the ball. Barfield. Hosea dribbling to his left, cross back, drives lane, puts up the shot. It is no good. Gets his own rebound, tips it back up. No good. Osterstock with the rebound, kicks it out to Sandy for 2, and it's good.
That was an excellent kick-out pass by Kyle Osterstock right in the pocket to Ryan Sandy. Just had to rise up, shoot it, and we know Sandy's shooting ability is money. Sandy, after a quiet first half, is now in double digits with 10.
Mendocino put up a 3. It's no good.
Of course, Escobedo launching another 3.
Badger to Sandy. Sandy to Hosea Barfield in the corner, and it's good for 3.
Hosea with another 3-pointer, his second of the game. I think we should start calling Escobedo Escotrito with his game. Seems to just camp out on the 3-point line, allow Stacy Butler to drive.
Oh, and he got Hosea Barfield and Ryan Sandy to go to Escobedo in the corner, allowing the open lane for him to drive, and the foul is going to be called on number 44, Kyle Osterstock, which will send Stacy Butler to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah. Well, Escobedo's 3-point shooting, even if he's not making all of them, it's causing the Solano defense to react to a fake pass.
And he makes the first. Hey, I bet you $1 he misses the second one.
You are on. Okay, come on. Come on. You can miss it.
Miss.
Oh.
Dang, I lost $1.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go, Brian.
Oh, thank you.
Double or nothing. Ryan Sandy with the ball now. Kicks to Badger. Oh, good behind the back. Good ball move. Spin move with the finish from Daniel Badger.
Very strong move. He had a similar drive to that earlier in the second half. Couldn't quite get it down, but there he was able to knock off the defender, create some separation, knock down the floater.
And they get to Escobedo in the corner again. Pull-up jumper, and it's no good. Short. Tipped. Mendocino ball. Ryan Sandy comes up with the steal. And he is trapped, and he gets out of it. Coming up, storming up court. Dishes it off to Duran. Duran for the easy layup and pushes his lead to 81-52.
So many key players in that. Ryan Sandy being able to dribble out of a double team. Kyle Osterstock sealing off Corey Duran for the easy layup.
29-point lead for the Solano Falcons. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Ryan Sandy. Sandy's looking around. Osterstock kicks it to Hosea Barfield.
Oh, Sandy wide open.
For three. And Sandy is feeling it right now. 13 points on the night for Sandy. Stacy Butler once again driving the lane. Kicks out. For three, no good. Rebounded by Corey Durant. Up to Daniel Badger. 1-on-1. And he plays it in for two.
Looked like 21. Jermaine Hartsfield tried to foul him. Didn't get called, but Daniel Badger still puts it in.
Yeah, I think that's one of those, as Mike likes to say, that's one of those things. If he misses, they'll call the foul. If they don't, they'll just let it go.
A little bit of cherry picking there by Daniel Badger. Just hanging around the half-court line, getting the outlet pass.
Well, they know that when the ball goes in the hands of Stacy Butler, he's going to drive the lane and dish it out.
Yes, he is.
He's been doing it all game long. It's been unsuccessful. Solano's been playing tough defense, especially on the perimeter shooter. The only perimeter shooter that's having any success for this Mendocino team
Chris Ketter.
Is Chris Ketter and Mike Escobedo.
Not much success by Escobedo. He only has 1 3-pointer on the game, but
he keeps shooting them.
God help him. That'd be my game if I was out here. Just camp out on the 3-point line.
Well, for you, it should be the half-court line. I saw you in between the halftime. You're shooting some half-court shots, and you wound up making one.
Yeah, I'm a little backwards with my shot from point-blank range. I'm pretty terrible with little chippies, but give me the ball at half-court. Just tell me to chuck it up. Better chance for me to make it.
You wish that would be like a $50,000 giveaway or something.
I know. Give me free tuition or free parking.
Right. Free, yeah.
I like free
parking. Pay for all the parking tickets, right? You think that Solano would have free parking for their students.
But alas,
they don't care. Oh, it's stolen away by Mo Hernandez. And it's tipped, not quite stolen, but he gets a hand on it. Oh, trying to drive the lane here. Good handles.
First action for Skylar Ramos for Mendocino.
Baseline. And as a foul called, it's going to be on...
Probably Osterstock.
I want to say Duran.
Dollar? Double or nothing?
Dollar. And it's on Duran.
Aw.
I won my $1 back.
Actually, you won nothing. It's called double or nothing, so either I doubled mine or you get nothing.
I heard a chuckle from Big Red down there, Mike McLeod.
It looks like most of the bench players for Mendocino and Solano are now getting some action. Number 3, Jay Polian for Mendocino. Chris Ketter at the line. Nailed the first one. Now in for Mendocino, number 4, Jawan Shavies. Interesting name, Shavies. Get a deal with Gillette there, maybe? Shavies.
And he makes them both. 6:20 left in the game. 86-54 in favor of your Falcons.
I was really hoping he'd have full beard like you.
Mo Hernandez checks in the game and got to touch the ball there. And Hosea Barfield now with the ball. Kicks it to Duran. Duran to Barfield. Hosea looking around, gets to Mo. Mo dribbles, cuts left, nothing working there. Finds Michael Tomoloso to Duran. Down low to Osterstock, and the ball is tipped. And it's going to stay Solano ball.
There's
and
3 seconds.
And Chris Ketter was trying to say that Duran knocked the ball out, but it was clearly off him.
Yeah. Just 3 seconds left for Solano, so it's got to be a quick, maybe catch and shoot.
Duran shoots. And it's good from in the corner.
A little pump fake, but didn't get the Mendocino player to draw. But
he knew he had 3 seconds, enough time to set and shoot, instead of just hucking it up there with 1 second left.
Hey, if Mendocino jumped, maybe get some free throws. So smart play by Duran.
Exactly. Solano played excellent defense tonight.
Yeah, limiting Mendocino to 54.
Oh, good job by Mo Hernandez. Duran looking around, kicks back to Mo. Mo dribbles, thought about it, gets to Michael. Michael driving, floater, and it's good from Michael Tomoloso.
Really a spark plug off the bench. Scoring ability is evident. Anytime Michael Tomoloso touches the ball, he has a threat to score.
Hey, 10 points away from 100. You think they can do it? We'll get some free corn dogs up here or what?
I think around 98, 99, the crowd will start getting into it. We want tacos.
Are we going tacos or corn dogs tonight?
I would probably go tacos.
Tacos?
I think as powerful Laker fan, Lakers usually do that taco giveaway, 2 free tacos.
Oh, San Francisco 49er games. Oh, good turnaround floater. Oh, and Hosea Barfield couldn't come down.
Couldn't quite. There's too much English on the ball. Had it spin off of his fingertips.
And checking back in for your Falcons is number 4, Teron Morrison.
Hey, why not? He only has 1 foul.
Let him play the rest of the game.
Yeah, maybe the goal is to keep them under 65 or 60. That'd be impressive to hold them under 6 points.
Oh.
All right, broadcaster's jinx. Never mind. Never mind, folks. I'll stop talking.
And Mendocino's going to a full court press here. Mo Hernandez has the ball and trying to get it up court. Pass it over to Michael. Oh, Mikey, a little cutback. Dribbling left. Oh, good move with the finish from Michael Tomoloso.
Switching hands mid
Little
jump.
spin move.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little quick. He's agile. Good ball handling skills there. And textbook play.
Made Mendocino pay for that full court offense.
Good defense down low, but allows a kick out. Nothing working there. Hosea Barfield gets a hand on it. Rebounded by Mendocino. He shoots. It's no good. Rebounded by Kyle Osterstock.
See if Mo Hernandez can take number 4, Shavies, off the dribble.
Mikey's feeling it. Gives it to Hosea. Hosea driving. Goes up and under with the finish from Hosea Barfield.
The story of Solano. A lot of players contributing.
And a foul is called, and he's going to go to the line and shoot too. Well, when you're up almost by 40 points, you know, a lot of the second-string guys are going to get some minutes, and this is the time where you prove to Coach Nagel that you deserve to come in pressure situations and maybe earn a starter's role or as a role player and get some minutes off the bench.
It's impressive that their leading scorers, Ryan Sonny and Tim Moore, were 13. So they have 94 points, with their leading score being only 13. All right, I'm going to list off some players for you. They all have at least 7 points. Michael Tomoloso, Hosea Barfield, Daniel Badger, Teron Morrison, Corey Duran, Ryan Sondy, Tim Moore, and Donovan Smith.
Wow.
That is 8 players with at least 7 points.
That's what you call having a deep bench right there.
Yes, it is.
That's a team effort.
Team effort.
And what's even better than all the points that are scored is the defense that they've been playing.
And what's shocking is Jamari Moss has been held scoreless in this game, not playing an active role.
Oh, Hosea Barfield trying to go to the rim again and couldn't get it to go and falls on his back there. And now he's back up, getting ready to play some defense. Almost picks it away. And Mendocino gets a go for 3. That was Jay Polione.
A little violation by Hosea. Think he maybe stepped over on that inbound pass. Mendocino gets the ball back.
In the corner for 3. No good.
Not a smart shot. That was a fadeaway with 35 seconds on the shot clock.
And they're going to call a foul on Teron Morrison right there. He's not too happy with that call. And that's going to put Mendocino in the bonus. Shooting 1-1 is Jawan Shavies. And he makes the first, which allows him to shoot the second.
And the lead is shaved to 31 points. See what I did there?
Oh. It's getting scary.
Yeah. Come on, Tim Moore. Get back in the game so I can do some more puns.
And he makes them both. Well, it's a 30-point deficit in favor of your Solano Falcons. They have been playing lights out tonight, shooting the ball well, passing the ball extremely well. Excellent defense. Osterstock in the corner for 3, and he couldn't get it to go.
Oh, that looked good.
It looked really good from where we're sitting, partner.
Had plenty of arc there to make it.
Fadeaway jumper, no good. At this point, Mendocino's just throwing up shots and see what's going to happen. Tomaloso loses the ball, gets the...
Osterstock. In control. A little controlled chaos, controlled frenzy by Michael Tomaloso. Dishing it off to Kyle Osterstock.
Well, he's a little lower to the ground than most people, so he can get away with that.
Yeah.
Hosea running the point, gets to Michael.
We'll say he's not low. He just has a really good center of gravity.
Yes. Teron Morrison in corner for 3, and it's good!
Woo! Teron now in double digits.
And we are 1 point away from tacos.
We want tacos.
For another 3, and it's good.
By 33, Brent Rodell.
And they're going to call a substitution. Don't know what's going on right now.
It looked like the ref got confused with sports because he looked like some false
Offside?
start.
False start?
Yeah. Legal procedure.
59 on the offense.
Well, false start action.
10-yard penalty. First down. Good inbounds pass by Brandon Davis to Hosea Barfield. Back to Davis. Davis, look, he had Smith cutting there, just didn't quite see him in time.
And really interesting lineup for Solano.
Very small lineup, but they got some shooters out there.
They definitely have that.
Oh, Barfield gets a missed pass there. All we need is one more point, fellas. And the foul is called. It's going to send Barfield to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, and let's see if we can get those tacos.
He can do it.
You can do it. Another Waterboy reference there.
Yeah. I listen to the SCSN broadcasts.
Yeah, you're usually down there on the switching board. Right now we got Mr. Mike McLeod, who was up here in the booth with me during the women's game, the women's blowout. And we have our tacos, Brian.
Oh, gonna eat well tonight.
Professor Greg Poff is treating everybody to tacos tonight and maybe some margaritas as well.
And you can hold him to that, folks. We wouldn't say it on air if it wasn't true.
And his number is 555-6431. And at this point, with a minute left in the game, the score is 101-67. You're just going to see a bunch of the three-point contest coming out.
Yeah.
Maybe see a dunk or two from Solano, or they'll just try to wind out the clock. And
from this lineup, the only way they're going to be dunking is if they jump off each other.
Well, Donovan Smith threw it.
Or Donovan Smith, yeah, true.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Hosea Barfield get up that high, too. Oh, pull back jumper from Donovan Smith. Couldn't get it to go. Osterstock tried the rebound. Couldn't get it. Don't foul. There we go. Let him just tip it. Who cares?
Yeah.
And you're up big.
We're up 32.
And they can just run out the clock here in favor of Solano. 23 seconds.
Yep, it looks like they're just going to dribble the ball out. Mendocino is going to be content.
What an excellent job by executing from this Solano Falcon team. Hitting 101 points tonight and just demolished this Mendocino Eagle team.
If you hear that crowd noise, finally getting into it.
3, 2, 1, and that is the ball game, folks. And the home fans are going to go home happy with this big blowout from your Falcons, 101-69 over the visiting Mendocino Eagles. What was your takeaway from the game?
Well, the biggest thing was Solano's pace on offense. Solano was able to execute pretty much all the way from beginning to end. It was a real consistent effort, and that's something from Solano that we haven't seen from a game-to-game basis. So it's encouraging to see that Solano has taken the momentum from their 104-103 win and their 88-84 win in overtime and really exponentially amplified that with this 32-point win over Mendocino.
The defense. I just kept emphasizing that over and over. The defense from Solano was lights out tonight, only allowing 69 points. They've been, up in the 80s and 90s where the teams have been playing, but they've shut down defense. They played fundamentally sound. They played their game, and when Solano plays their game, they're a very, very good basketball team. And you know what? I would say there's 3 stars tonight from Solano. The first one would have to go to Tim Moore with 13 points. Then you have Teron Morrison with 11 points. But our player of the game has to go to number 2, Ryan Sondy, who had 13 points. Not only that, he controlled the game offensively and defensively for the Solano Falcon team. And I believe we have Mike McLeod down on the sidelines for an interview with Ryan Sondy. Mike?
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Stosh. I'm here with the player of the game, Ryan Sondy. And Ryan, congratulations on the win, by the way. How important was this win to the team?
This one is very important for us. We're doing well right now. We've won 3 in a row, and we got to keep that up, try to see if we can make playoffs.
And this is the first really commanding win that we've seen here at SESN. A couple nail-biters that you've won and lost. Just rolling tonight?
Yeah, definitely. We're starting to play a lot better as a team, and we got a very good win this time because we started off really good, and we've been starting off slow the last few games, getting down by 15 or 20, and we were able to come out strong and finish it all the way through.
And Coach has tinkered with the lineup a little bit, tinkered with the roles, and we've noticed that you're mostly primary ball handler and scoring threat, and Jamari Moss touched on it in the last game. Is that a role that you're used to or thrive in?
It is for this team. To start the year, I wasn't being as aggressive as I should have been, and not only for me and for my teammates, but I understand now that for us to win games, I have to be as aggressive as I can.
Has this team turned a corner?
Yes, definitely, and we just got to keep it going all the way through to the end of the season and keep playing hard.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. Keep it rolling.
Great, thanks.
Back to you guys.
Well, thank you, Mike, and congratulations to you, Ryan Sondy, for being our player of the game with an excellent play on both ends of the court. The Falcons won 101-69, and Brian, what else can we say about this game?
Really a statement win for Solano. I think this is something that they can build upon. They can really set their hat on as something to move forward. Yes, they win some close games, they win some exciting games, but to win a game handily has to give them confidence for the future.
Exactly. They had those couple close games that they lost and really just kind of couldn't figure it out. Now they're on a 3-game winning streak, really figuring out how to play together in the lineups, and Coach Nagel's doing an excellent job of the team chemistry and everybody on both ends of the court. They're playing outstanding defense, passing the ball very crisply, putting up the right shots at the right times, and hey, you know what? It's always good to get hot at the end of the season because that's when playoffs matter. You never know. This team could squeak into the playoffs and surprise a lot of teams.
Yeah, if they're playing efficiently, if they're playing with consistency, I think Solano has a lot of talent and a lot of ability to get far if they make the playoffs.
And I hope they do. And you know what? I think that's all we have for you up here in the booth. But final score, 101-69. Your Falcons come away with a victory. And you know what? Thanks for tuning in to SCSN, your home for Falcon sports. Until next time, you stay soaring, Solano.